Hey everyone, I'm Tamara Krinsky with the Red Carpet Report. We're here tonight in Beverly Hills at the Costume Designers Guild Awards, which honors the achievement in costume design in TV, film, and commercials. Now, I want you to close your eyes for a minute and picture Kerry Washington clad in all white, striding into her office, rallying her gladiators. Or Amy Adams, clad in a dress that goes down to there, channeling the sexiness and strength of the 70s. Or Jared Leto, dressed in a beautiful dress, breaking our hearts. These are just a couple of the iconic images from this year's nominees, and we'll be talking to their designers to find out why they are indeed a cut above the rest. Hi, we are with Michele Clapton, who's the costume designer for Game of Thrones. Welcome.
Thank you, thank you.
So how does it feel tonight to be surrounded by your peers in this environment?
That's the most exciting thing about coming, actually. I get to catch up with some of them, and I think it's, out of all the award ceremonies here, I enjoy it the most, just because you get to see your contemporaries and chat with them, and it doesn't really matter who wins in the end. It's just nice to get together, and it's great to be nominated.
Now, Game of Thrones has a historical feel, but obviously it's an imaginary world, so talk a little bit about the process of creating the costumes for it.
Well, that's a great thing that it's not historical. I mean, I can sort of rape and pillage throughout history to get what I want. And
so that's our answer. You rape and pillage history for Game of Thrones. It kind of sounds like the plot.
Pretty much. And also just, I don't know, the only rules we have are those rules we create ourselves, and obviously the rules, to some extent, that George R.R. Martin put in place. But, and that's an immense sort of backlot of ideas. But yeah, I think it's the fact that there are really no rules, and I love that, and that's, I think, the thing that suits me most.
And, I mean, you also, what's so interesting about the world is you're creating costumes for a lot of different climates. I mean, you've got Winterfell, which is freezing, and then, you know, you've got where Daenerys is. So do you how do you create the costumes for each different group in the show?
Well, so much, I mean, we try, although it's fantasy, we try and base it on reality. So we look at each climate and what would be suitable, and then I look at areas in the world and times in history that sort of correspond to that, and then, you know, it might be Inuits in the far north, and it's sort of, I don't know, it could be Indian, and I mean, just everywhere. We just look everywhere and just make it make sense to where the people live.
There's a lot of fighting in the show. There's a lot of bloodshed. How does that work for you as costume designers? Are you making multiple copies of things? How does that happen?
Yeah, we have to do multiple copies, and we work quite closely with the stunt guys to see what will happen, and then we'll argue about how many we need of each and how much time we have to do of each.
Wait a minute, how do you win an argument with the stunt guy? What's the key to that?
Clever cunning, I think, is the only way. It's not going to be brute force. But I mean, I think also we've worked together as teams so much now that I think everyone's quite respectful, and we try and work it out. That's that wonderful thing. You always try and work out the best way to do it.
Well, congrats on the show. Congrats on your nomination. Enjoy the night.
Okay, thanks very much.
Hey everyone, I'm Tamara Krinsky with the Red Carpet Report. Thanks so much for watching our coverage of the Costume Designers Guild Awards. If you like what you saw, click like. And if you want to see more, make sure to hit subscribe. We'll see you next time.